I'm back.
Y'all better not make me get up off this couch.
All right, let's do this. Hello, everybody. My name is Brianna, and welcome back to CareFreeBri. So glad you could join me. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to share to your friends, to your mama, to your mama's mamas, all that. I took a week break, going through some changes, so I'm back in action, and I kind of just want to use this video to do like a little recap of just how adjusting to this new lifestyle has gone for me. Before we get into that, I wanted to be sure to let you guys know about my social media platforms. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, find me wherever you can. I'll be sure to put that information in the description. Also remember that every Sunday I post a new blog post on my blog, CareFreeBriblog.com. That's where all this started. And like I said, I took a week off, so I didn't have a new blog post or a new L's and W's segment post this time around, but moving forward, it's back to normal. We're getting into it. Last but definitely not least, be sure to visit my Patreon and my PayPal accounts. It's how I keep the lights on for this brand, and plus it'll allow me to be able to grow and expand and be able to give back to you guys as the viewers. So all right, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. But first, is that a new cup I see this week? Hey, turn up! This is actually the mug I had at my previous job. I'll explain a little bit more about that later, but yes, she might be making an appearance every now and again. Ooh. Hot. Yeah, not worth it right now. But this is green tea, because quite frankly, I'm exhausted every day now. I mean, that's just how I've been. I was born exhausted, and I'll probably die exhausted. Alright, so I kind of wanted to just go ahead and recap what's been going on with me lately. As I've mentioned before, I got a new job, so brr, 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 air horns for me, turn out. I am now an internal writer. I am completely 100% remote, so literally I get to work from home in my PJs or go to a coffee shop or do whatever. I make my own schedule. My job is very lax, and I'm able to literally just take charge of my career the way I see fit, which is why it's been terrifying. It's scary to deal with the idea that, you know, you've lived with these restrictions for so long and they won't be there anymore, and that's mainly because you realize that you're going to be in charge not only of your own success, but your own failure as well. And so you don't want to mess things up, but it's okay. I'm, struggling to get the hang of it. I'll get there. So yeah, I went ahead and left my job that I had at Groupon as a content specialist. I left behind some really, really amazing coworkers, people I can actually consider friends now, and it was really sad to go, but a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do to pay bills, so is what it is. Yeah, I started my new position and I am overwhelmed. I truly am. It's just a lot of information, a lot of writing. It's just a lot of processing this information as I go along. And it's not that it's necessarily hard, but when you're starting anything new, of course it's going to be difficult. And so mainly what I've been struggling with in regards to all this is just trying to not fall into a state of depression, or trying to not feel inadequate, trying to not feel so down about the process, because this is week 2 for me and I should be giving myself all the grace, because I literally just started this job, and so of course I'm learning, and of course I don't know certain things. Of course it's going to take me a while, but of course I'm not doing that, or at least I haven't been doing that. My first go-to is to beat myself up about everything. I beat myself up about stuff that happened like 6 years ago. The most random stuff, like when a waitress tells you to enjoy your meal and you say you too, or when you make a farting noise in your chair by accident, and so you try and recreate the sound so people don't think that you actually farted, but you can't, and so now you're thinking that everybody thinks that you farted, and now you're stuck with that for the rest of your life. That's how my brain works. Just like anxiety and depression just kind of cloud me, and so having all this freedom to be able to do what I want is great, but not when I still don't know how to use these tools to best assist me, Honestly, I just think it's gonna take a lot of time to get adjusted to this work from home life. It's great to just be able to roll over and start working, or have my own routine set up and be able to run errands when I want to, but I still am dealing with life, just because you have a new opportunity doesn't mean that the transition is going to be amazing. You know, just because you've got these great things that, you know, are coming up in your life and these new opportunities doesn't mean that your transitional period is not going to be held to a certain extent. You still got to live your life, and that is crap enough. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like, I've been struggling to try and find a rhythm. I've been struggling to maintain confidence in myself and my abilities. I've been struggling to not fall into these states of depression or anxiety, these spiraling down things that I tend to do. I don't know, I've just been doing my absolute best to try and avoid that, and it's not coming together the way I want it to right now. But I've been doing things to try and help me out with that. You see Audrey, she's been helping me just with cuddles and with feeling okay, and just, you know, trying to stay on top of my game, trying not to be so depressed, trying not to feel so alone. And then I also bought a succulent that I'm trying to get her to not eat. That way I have some plant babies to take care of. I've reorganized some stuff in my apartment. I try to like cook my meals here so I don't have this urge to try and order out. Like, I'm doing my absolute best, and right now that has to be enough, because if it's not, well, too bad, here I am. I don't know, I just really want to get this right, and I don't want to get in my own way, and I don't want this to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I felt like it was important to share this with you guys, to show that, like, you know, even when things that are going well in your life, like so many other things, you know, bombard you all at once. They come around the corner and they jump you, and it's not fair, but it's the way things are. And so I'm doing my absolute best, and that's all I can ask of myself. And I know if I keep this up, I'll, you know, get better, and my schedule will be okay, and I'll be able to do this and be efficient and not have to worry about spiraling downward. So yeah, that's honestly all I came out here to say this week. This is an off-script week, obviously. I will be, you know, back to my regularly scheduled program next week on Friday with the L's and W's, the big L's, the big W's, with the final thoughts, with the mess, okay? Maybe a read here or two. Because while I've been gone, some stuff has been going down, and you know it. So yeah, y'all, I just wanted to be transparent and tell y'all where I'm at, you know, and let y'all know that, like, this isn't something that's unique to me. I know y'all have been through this kind of stuff before, or maybe even going through it while also trying to juggle life and all of its horrors and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm here, I'm tired, but I'm alive at least. So that has to count for something. And like I said before, if it doesn't, too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of your hair. I have to get back to work. I have to plan out the rest of my Halloween costume. I have to make sure that I cook this chicken tonight so it doesn't go bad. I got some stuff to do, and I'm sure you do too, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. I'm wishing you infinite freedom and perfect peace. This has been CareFreeBri. See you guys next week.